What's up, Nakamas? Welcome back to the channel. And for today, we're gonna be playing some more Mono Blue Doflamingo Doffy. This is the current list that I'm currently playing around with, and we are not running top curves like Boa Hancock, the 6 cost Boa Hancock, and any of the Kaidos or Mihawk. So the idea of this is to have a lot of 4 cost that we can use for Jinbei. And we are only running 2 copies of Pudding. The reason for this is that a lot of people are gonna be playing around her anyways. However, I retained 2 copies for this because of yellow matchup. And I'm running a split of Perona, 2 copies, and 2 copies of the Blackbeard from the ST17. So I'm not running any copies of Nazuma this time around compared to the last video, but I found this list to be very consistent. That's it for the explanation. Let's not wait any further. Let's see this deck in action. Okay, so for our first game, we are paired against Kalgara. I think this is pretty nice because both of us are actually very aggressive. So let's mulligan this hand. We want a hand that can set up our early turns or get a Jinbei. So for this, let's just drop Bug. Hope to get a Jinbei. We didn't get any Jinbei. So let's draw that Buggy and drop the Horn. So we can block. Not sure what our opponent can drop. So let's just activate our leader effect here. Drop this Moria. You won't be able to get anything though, but at least we're putting 5k body. Sure. Kalgara get 3 after discarding Sato. Turn, we can drop Hancock. We can defend here. Let's defend this. Opponent probably has a marker. So let's wait for that. Let's defend it. Opponent attack for 7 here. Opponent will probably attack for 5. We will be at 5 Dawn. I just want to save. Drop my hand. I'd like to go. Put this on top. Gravity Blade is pretty good against this matchup. So we're not gonna activate it now. Let's get Crocodile. Then let's touch 6. Our opponent will touch a lot of things. They do have a lot of one events. Next turn, our opponent can get pretty dangerous. Something I'm okay with our opponent getting rid of 2 cards for that. And getting rid of 2 1-8 counters. So, yeah, we got another 2 cards. So I think that's it. So we would be drawing our gravity blade. Rid of that Moria. Let's draw our gravity blade and save that for Kalgara. That basically triggers this. Oh, okay. We have our gravity blade, but now let's just attack the bug. Clear the board. From this, we can bounce our button. Or just not bounce. And more Yellow Kalgara. At this point, I think I'm okay with attacking. Let's just get aggressive. Our opponent still doesn't have ace tickets, even if they do. See what our opponent does. Did reveal this Kalgara. This is Kalgara. This is what we are saving our gravity blade for. Because our opponent can just drop that and a no land in 1 turn. Yep, that's too big. So I'm okay with dropping a gravity blade to get rid of that. Then at this point we can just swing. Use this late swing. Let's just 5-5-7 or 5-6. If our opponent discards a 2K counter here, which he did, so that would mean actually 5-7. But that would mean our opponent here. We can win next turn, even if our opponent there's a chance that our opponent can Kalgara. No. Even with that play, we can only attack. So we can still yep, we got this. Okay, next match we are against Rob Lucci. I'm not sure if this is the latest build, like post banning, or our opponent will still use the Enyas. I do suggest that people playing Rob Lucci, you at least use the cards that you can actually until you won't be able to use it. Because Enyas lobby is really very important for you. So So at this point, I just want to draw some cards later. And do it like this. So you can get pretty fun. Reveal this, deploy that, reveal seven warrior C, then draw two, then this one. Pretty good play, right? This card you can pass. So I think this is a newer version of Lucci. I don't recall if our opponent mulligan. But our opponent would probably, against this matchup, against us, they would probably mulligan until they get an Enyas Lobby, but our opponent didn't. I think this is an updated list with no Enyas Lobby. I think so, because we don't usually play Tashi. So we can probably just bug it. I'd like to draw this. What we can do is that we can probably just delay it. Like reveal this, deploy this, then we bounce our parent, we bounce their Tashi, thus wasting their entire turn, the previous turn. Just attack here for 5. We would still get the top deck Purim, at least let's try to get this off the draw, and then we can Jinbei. Pass. Then next turn, our opponent can probably kill some stuff here, which we will do. Or will we allow? We can save it. And we can just pour in their entire 9 card hand later. Oh, probably have a book. Actually, just pour in. Get our Jinbei. We don't need the gravity. Give the dawn to 7, 5, 6. Our opponent is in the Moria turn. They do have a Tashi. I mean, they do have a Rebecca. We do have Gravity Blades in case our opponent will drop Sabo or the opponent didn't have a Moria, but he does have a Rob Lucci. So no blocks for us, and they can Rob Lucci get rid of 2. Then at this point, we can just go for 7 there. That's probably a trigger for the win. So that's our gameplay for our Blue Dofy version 2. Depending on how the meta turns out, because there's a banning of RP Law and Enya's Lobby, then this list would still change. However, I think Blue Dofy is in a pretty good spot now and after the bannings. Because you're still watching up to this point and you're not just a nakama, but super nakama. And thank you very much for your continued support. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe so that you'll be helping the channel and you will be notified for my future One Piece videos. That's all for today and see you in the next video.